YouTube, how are you now? Sean here from the EDC Den. Welcome back to the channel, one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're taking a look at some little EDC knives here with plastic handles. I would say the majority of the handle covers or scales, however you'd like to call them, are made out of bone and wood and G10. I have one or two in carbon fiber, a few in micarta. And then what we're going to talk about today, these plastic covers, whether that's the classic red Cellidore on these Swiss Army knives or the yellow Delrin here. Here we've got some FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon. Here we've got cases gray synthetic. This is black Delrin from Imperial Schrade. This is cases yellow Delrin or yellow synthetic. And another Swiss Army knife here with the Cellidore covers. So what do you guys think about plastic handled knives? Do you love them or do you leave them? Personally, I'll say I love them. I wouldn't leave them. I wouldn't count them out just because they're plastic. It's actually a great opportunity to save a few bucks on a knife that you're interested in. You know, certainly the more affordable handle cover material that's available. So not only is it a more affordable option, but they're quite durable. A lot of times you can drop these without chipping them, the same way that bone might chip. It's also a great way to add some color to the collection. Let's take a closer look at some of these nice plastic colorful handles. The good old red Swiss Army knife with its shiny, is it celluloid or Cellidore? I think they have two different kinds. I think this is Cellidore. This is a Swiss Army Deluxe Tinker. Got the scissors and the pliers in there. Definitely worth having one of these classic red Swiss Army knives in the collection. Just how smooth it feels, the classic red look. Just a good looking little piece. Here we've got some yellow Delrin. This is a Robert Class knife. This is a Stockman. Might as well take a look at the case yellow Delrin. At the same time, you can see quite a difference in color there. This is like a mustard yellow. This is just a very light yellow. Very classic looking on this case knife, reminiscent of the old Delrin knives that our grandfathers used to carry, and some still do. And again, going back to affordability, this is a case full-size trapper. If you get one in bone, it could run you, honestly, just about double the cost of one of these synthetic handled ones. And it just feels so nice and smooth. The color looks really great. I would absolutely recommend these if you're just getting into the traditionals, picking up a Delrin handled knife. Moving on down the line here, we've got a little Spyderco knife. This is a Ladybug. This is generally on my wife's keychain. You can see it's often used to open up packages. So this is called FRN, fiberglass reinforced nylon. And I could not stand the look of these Spydercos with the FRN. When I first started collecting knives, I avoided them for a long time. And then all of a sudden one day they appealed to me. Who knows what changed? But I picked up a couple. I had a Delica, Endura, this little Ladybug. Again, a great way to add some color to the collection and also just reduce the cost. These are the most affordable version of what Spyderco makes with these FRN handles. And yeah, it's plastic. It looks a little bit cheaper than some other knives and it looks plasticky, but it's not like the plastic that you find on like a piece of Lego or something. It is a more high quality plastic. It seems really durable. This thing has been around the block and been dropped countless times, and it's still in fairly good condition, just banging around on a keychain. Extremely lightweight, so that has to be mentioned as well. This weighs next to nothing. If this was a bone handle knife, then yeah, it's going to weigh a little more. Or stainless steel. So save some money, save some weight. Here we've got the case Sodbuster Jr. This is in gray synthetic. I'm not sure technically if synthetic means the same thing as Delrin, but Case calls this synthetic, so we'll go with that. But it is just that classic plasticky Delrin material. I really, really like this one though. Nice and smooth. Case does their synthetic really well. These pins are nice and flush. Just the color gray, you don't see that too often on a Case knife. It is a newer line for them. Been out for a year or two now. But yeah, just a sod buster with the Delrin handles. That is just classic. I like that look a whole lot. And I'll show it next to this Schrade knife, which is also a sod buster. And this they do call Delrin. It's black Delrin. Another classy looking knife. I just like the way the pins look, that cool pivot. No bolsters or anything, just these synthetic covers. I think that look just suits the sod buster really well. And here on the end, another Swiss Army knife. This is the Skipper, and here we've got blue. So this one's a little different. It's not shiny and smooth. It's more of a kind of matted pattern with a little bit of texture. Not like grip or anything, but it's just not smooth and shiny like the red one. So I'm not sure if this is celluloid or Cellidore or just good old plastic. But again, it's a lightweight cover material. It's a nice color. It's durable. You can switch these out. You can pop these off and replace it with a different color. But again, it looks nice, it suits the knife, and I have no issue with that. So for me, when it comes to plastic, synthetic, Delrin, FRN, I love them, and I wouldn't avoid these by any means. I think they're great. So there's just a quick little video showing you some colorful knives, all with plastic handles. What do you guys think of these? Do you love them or do you leave them? Do you have quite a few of these handle materials in your collection, or is it something you try to avoid? Let me know in the comments, please, guys. Just a quick one for you today. I will be back real soon in the next video. Take care, everybody.